This episode of Capes and Lunatics is brought to you by Tweaked Audio. Get awesome headphones, go to tweakedaudio.com and use the coupon code Southgate to get 30% off, free shipping, and a lifetime warranty. Or you can get there through the link on our website, southgatemediagroup.com.
This is Luca Perk, and you're listening to the Capes and Lunatics podcast.
This is comics illustrator Ron Friend, and you're listening to the Capes and Lunatics podcast.
There's a thin line between heroism and madness.
Here the line fades to nothing at all.
This is a world of Capes and Lunatics.
And nothing is off limits.
Hello, everyone. Welcome to 2020. Who am I, Barbara Walters? Anyway, yes, first episode of Capes and Lunatics in 2020. Got Lilith, got Charlie. Might have a special guest coming in soon, so what? It's far away and his arms are tired.
Did you mean 2020?
I'm sorry, Lilith. Yes, it is the year 2020. All right, but let's get into
just gotta keep that petty streak going.
I know, but let's get into that on this episode of Capes and Lunatics, episode 138, which starts right now. Just when I'm ready to bury the hatchet in 2020, Lilith, you just don't let it go. Petty. Anyway, yes, welcome back. I am Phil. As I said, joining me as always, that petty little girl from Florida.
Hey,
and everyone's friend from New Jersey.
It's Charlie, the Professor Essa.
Growing back the facial hair as we speak.
Yeah. Happy new beard.
He must be comfortable in his job, everyone.
Okay, yeah.
Lil, I thought we requested handlebars.
This is going to show you his
lip.
His Godzillas. Godzilla purple, Godzilla orange.
Godzilla back to New Jersey.
Flaming Godzilla, and he forgot what movie the other one was in.
Oh. So yeah.
Hey,
kids.
Comics.
Goodbye.
All right, I'm saving a story just in case our special guest shows up, so we'll wait a minute on that. Charlie Esther, you know how you've been telling us
it's your Raven.
No, you probably don't. I don't think. But you know how you've been raving about Watchmen since it started the series?
It's quite a good show.
Did you see who else who else gave it a big thumbs up? It was one of their favorite things of 2019.
Bendis?
No, Barack Obama.
Oh, well, yeah. Oh, yeah. I saw that he liked it.
Yeah.
But I knew a man of taste and sophistication like Barack Obama would, of course, appreciate the nuance and subtlety of it all.
So who knew we could ever mention Barack Obama and Charlie Esther in the same breath?
I do it twice on weekends.
Good Lord. All right. Little Hellfire. Did you see they moved up the start date for Deathstroke on CWC? Did you see the date? Monday, January 6th.
What is it?
Monday, January 6th. So if you're listening to this podcast today, yes. Yeah.
And that's on CWC.
Crap! We don't have time to really review it now.
I know. CWC, Charlie, yes, it's a free app, so.
Okay, and that's.
Are they dropping all the episodes?
Is that like a live action?
Oh, it's animated.
No, it's animated.
Does it spin off of an established animated or live action Deathstroke?
No.
Is it a whole new?
No, because
Arrowverse one.
Yeah, no, that's what I was gonna say. Yeah, the article even said they've released other ones that have been related to the Arrowverse, but yeah, this has no ties to the Arrowverse or anything, so it's just like a Deathstroke thing.
Mm-hmm. It's also not good enough.
Neither did the Constantine
GPU,
one.
So. No,
Vixen wasn't bad, honestly, though.
Yeah, Vixen wasn't bad. Yeah, that was in the Arrowverse.
Yeah. I like Vixen. She's a cool character.
Yep.
Anyway.
We're just burning through my stuff. I don't even have that much.
Yeah. Okay. Well, hello. Did you want us to talk a lot about Deathstroke?
No.
He's Deathstroke. He strokes.
I mean, like I
Whoa.
no joke.
See, another Wade Wilson relationship.
Settle down, Deadpool.
Stroke death. Woo.
Sound like something Lilith Hellfire might like.
Yeah, I'm just saying.
This
That is
podcast is
interesting,
rated
when you
T
think
on a
about it.
Friday night.
Well, his name is Deathstroke. And what does that even mean? Well, I guess it means the stroke of, like, the killing blow, I guess it's supposed to mean. Right?
Yes, like a death blow or death. Yeah, shouldn't it be Death Strike? Well, originally, Deathstroke got added.
Wait a minute, there's a death strike. Yeah.
I don't know. Yeah, no, but no, when he was created in the early 80s, they wanted to call him the Terminator, but that movie was coming out,
Yeah.
so they had to settle for Deathstroke the Terminator. And then eventually the Terminator got chopped off.
They just should have given him a cool name instead.
Yeah.
Joke is a cool name.
Like Cargo Class. And Wade Wilson's or Slade Wilson's a cool name. They should have just called him Slade. Slade. I mean, no, that's a cool name. They had a cool name, and then they ruined it by making it all fancy.
Well, it was like early 80s comics. What do you expect?
You could have gone by your actual name in the 80s. I think they could have allowed that, especially for a villain. Dr. Doom is just Dr. Doom. It's his actual name and fake title.
That's true, Professor Esser.
Yeah, well, he gave himself a doctorate from Latveria U. It's an honorary doctorate, but it's an honest doctorate. It's honorary, but he gave it to himself, and he has it. It's like like a doctorate from Trump University. So,
oh Lord, let's not talk about World War III trending people. Anyway,
I'll tell you.
Let's use
I'm going to tell you
apple
something,
juice
man.
and be merry.
Not to get all political, but I gotta say, I really think Donald Trump only has so much rope before he does get a lot of mass defections. I actually honestly think he will get impeached, like removed from office through this whole thing.
yeah, well,
If he does not resign or actually just keel over from a heart attack, which is also, he has been very stressed lately.
Get them.
Yeah, well, he has them on call. No, I mean, honestly, I think because I think eventually people just get tired of it, and they say it's not worth it anymore.
well, did I see? I'm trying to remember, but someone said supposedly didn't Clinton do some kind of bombing when he was in the middle of an impeachment, so they had to put it on the impeachment on hold or something.
Yeah,
with military act.
but he didn't do. Here's the thing: he could get away with a bombing because we had actually just done a bombing, and Iran hadn't really responded to the bombing yet. Bombings you're allowed. Targeted assassination, it crosses a certain line. And
Have we learned nothing from Gaddafi? Jeez Louise. This is getting
Wrong.
over.
Anyway. But that's politics.
Yes.
Yeah.
All right.
Let's talk about
11
something
more months of
fun.
this.
Yeah. All right. All right. We'll get
Yay!
Ori. We'll get. Come on, Ray. Is that you? No, it's guest 3502 again, love. All right.
Uh-oh, we might be fading out.
I know the administrators are watching. Supposedly there have been rumors floating around that I guess Disney has been looking at Daniel Radcliffe, aka Harry Potter, for the role of Moon Knight. But then I saw an article tonight that said maybe
No,
not.
sir.
What?
Yeah, I don't believe that for 1 second.
Which one?
Oh, I can
Warner
totally see
Brothers
that
would
better
rather
than-
kill Daniel Radcliffe.
Well, then maybe tonight's makes more sense because there was one tonight. So supposedly the new rumor is they're looking at Pedro Pascal, your Mandalorian, as for Moon Knight.
Yeah, they're not going to put the Mandalorian on 2 shows on Disney Plus.
Why? He's already under contract.
Yeah, but you don't put him on two different shows at the same time.
Yeah, but they're not.
That's ridiculous.
Yeah, but if they don't film at the same time.
Yeah, but you don't want
I was
people
gonna
going.
say,
Well,
fuck their
the guy's in
schedule so
Mandalorian.
heavily.
I mean, unless the Mandalorian takes like a longer break or something. I mean,
it's not dinner theater. You don't just rotate the cast every season.
No. But too,
Okay.
well, I mean, maybe it doesn't come back for. Maybe they take an extra year, or what if it only lasts 2 seasons?
Yeah,
something?
but
what if it only lasts
no.
one more season?
Look, I'm just telling you, they're not going to. I mean, sure, maybe they do that. Maybe they end Mandalorian because it's just making too much money after 2 seasons. And then they said, well, now we're going to have him be Moon Knight. Trust me, Daniel Radcliffe is a much more likely outcome.
What?
I don't really need the show to be on for the merch to sell. Baby Yoda sells itself. Just saying.
Oh, yeah.
And what?
Oh, Baby Yoda sells.
But
they are actually trying to build an expansive backdoor universe to this whole Lucas debacle. So,
Yeah, no.
They finished their contractual obligation to Lucas, and now they're going to move forward and, make better television.
Yeah, but if you do get the Pedro Pascal thing to work, I mean, you are getting the popularity of the Mandalorian. Maybe you're getting some non-Marvel fans saying, "Oh, hey, I like more Mandalorian. Maybe I'll check out this Moon Knight who I've never heard of before."
Yeah, like I said, I think it's too close together. It's like if they cast
for Moon Knight.
It's like this. Let's say right after Smallville, they'd cast Tom Welling as Batman. It would have been very disconcerting for people.
But again,
or along those same lines, if Smallville was on, they cast Tom Welling as Batman.
Yeah, but again, Batman, Superman, against one, same universe, two different characters.
Yeah.
Well, these are two different properties. Plus, Pedro, the Mandalorian, masked adventurer, Moon Knight, masked adventurer.
Yeah, you'd have to do it. Like I said, you could do it. You could do it after Mandalorian is done.
Yeah, I know.
So if they are going to end Mandalorian,
maybe
Tristan, could you please not go somewhere else, please?
So yeah.
Just find another plug.
I don't know. I like the actor. I wish they could make it happen. And again, like Lil said, I don't want too well known a person because I wasn't too familiar with the actor before Mandalorian, so.
Yeah, well, he actually was in other Star Wars properties before that. Yeah. But he was the guy in Game of Thrones. Yeah, I loved him in Game of Thrones. He was great until he got his head popped.
Oh my God! The jokes out. I hate it. Oh,
yeah.
Didn't know.
Anyways, but where was I? So many things. Yeah, Mandalorian. I would rather see Daniel Radcliffe in that role. I think Daniel Radcliffe would be great for the role. First off, I think he could be. First off,
also no.
He's doing what now?
You're breaking up. What?
Miracle workers. They got another season.
I know. But it's okay. And so, as an example, Miracle Workers, that is his indie fun project. He needs another, cash cow because these, he
to work something like that.
Oh, that money doesn't go as far as you think. Especially when you've got a whole small village
steal from him.
Yeah. Okay. I'm just saying, Daniel Radcliffe probably, and you know what? There's also a different quality between being a really great indie actor and having a big franchise under your belt. And what I like about him is that I think he would be very good at playing the more mentally ill aspect of Moon Knight. You know, the disjointed personalities. You know, I mean, honestly, who'd be really great at that would be Brendan Fraser, but I don't think he's young enough to be Moon Knight anymore. Brendan Fraser would be an amazing Moon Knight.
I wonder if they were going to go for someone younger. Plus, he's on Doom Patrol right now, so I wonder if Warner's has him under a contract or whatever.
I don't know how strong any of these.
Yeah, I don't know, but I mean, that seems to be what Doom Patrol seems to be one of the more successful things that come out of that Disney.
Yeah, and like I said, I don't know. Honestly, I don't know if he wants to. Because honestly, Doom Patrol, it's a great role for him. He does not have to lift heavy objects for it.
True.
You know, he gets to come into work eating donuts.
Exactly.
And,
I mean, except for when he shows up on camera, you know, as a human. I mean, basically, he just does.
But no, even when he's a human, he's pudgy.
Oh yeah.
He's professional race car driver.
Yeah, he's stock car driver.
Yeah, exactly. So
I don't think it's fit.
Dad bods, yeah.
No, but what I'll say, no, and I don't think Brendan Fraser would do a good Moon Knight now, unless you were doing, like homeless Moon Knight sort of recaptures who he once was and sort of dusts off the outfit and like goes back to being. That might be a great way to cast Brendan Fraser. I think that actually might be cool. It even has that nice mummy vibe to it.
Yeah, I mean, you could.
There we go, Brendan Fraser, Moon Knight.
I mean, you could do the arc by Charlie Houston from 2006, where like, yeah, he's been like injured for a couple years, and he's just like sitting around feeling sorry for himself, but then he has to like get himself back in shape and has to fight Taskmaster. Oh, here, come on, Ray, come on in, Ray.
All you have to do is say Moon Knight 3 times, and he shows up every time.
We'll bring in my Moon Knight expert.
Let's see if he can fight the fire.
He's rolling over.
There he is.
Hey, welcome.
Hey, how are ya?
Hey.
What do you think? Brendan Fraser is Moon Knight.
Wow. I very much prefer Pedro Pascal, actually.
Yes.
Oh.
Yes. Charlie doesn't think they're gonna let it happen. He's like, oh, he's too popular in Mandalorian right now.
Yeah, I was listening to you guys as I was getting ready.
Yeah.
Charlie, look, obviously you make some great points as well, but blue sky thinking, getting away from the logistics of it. I think him as an actor would be really good. I think they can make it concurrently with the Mandalorian as well. I mean, much of the show is him with the mask on, right? So, if there's a worry about seeing him in 2 shows at once, you only see him once, I think, in the whole season of the Mandalorian. So yeah, I don't know. I'd be up for it. I made my my views clear on our Facebook group. He was one of my early choices for Mark Spector, actually. So I'm quite happy to hear about it.
Come on,
there you go. I
mean, on that mic.
I mean, like I said, I'm not saying it couldn't happen. I just think that, and here's one thing I'll say is that I get the feeling there are so many great actors out there who all would love to do a Disney, especially a Marvel Disney property.
Disney, yeah.
That you don't have to go back to the same well.
Yep.
Yeah, and that's the only thing. And
yeah, I get that same feeling too, though, Charlie, as well, where we see actors doubling up in different roles, and it's kind of, hang on, you've already been in the MCU, yet you're being cast again. You know what I mean? Like Alfre Woodard, she had a small role in Civil War. She came up again as Black Mariah in the Luke Cage. Albeit Netflix. There've always been like a little bit of double ups. I mean, of course, as well.
Oh yeah, and I think you can get away with it when you're a small role and then you go to a big role.
But look at Chris Evans.
It's like when anything. It's like when what's his name became Doctor Who.
Yeah. Was that
and for what it's worth, it got so distracting for people they had to write an entire episode to explain why he happens to look like a character that was in that last season. Because I don't think that was ever planned. I think okay, well, because we'll go back and we'll do it. Because it wasn't like that was the first time that had ever happened.
Yeah.
But they felt they had to go back and explain why this character looks exactly like this other character.
Well, I mean, that's pretty fun though. Like, it's kind of like showing the self-awareness and a little bit of tongue-in-cheek.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, I get. Like I said, I'm not saying it couldn't work. And honestly, trust me, if Disney decides to do it, they'll make it work.
It's all the MCU. Star Wars is a galaxy. It's long ago in a galaxy far, far away. Galactus's original universe. So now, now this is the next universe.
Okay.
Yeah.
Theory. Gal's agent that leaked that out there.
Maybe.
Oh yeah,
absolutely.
I mean, I think one of them are doing that. I mean, what's his face from Walking Dead was doing was saying for the longest time he wanted to be in that. What's his face? Ross Marquand. Yeah.
No, I mean,
nothing's been confirmed as well. This is all, and the article I think stated in I can't remember where I got it from. Anyway, but it's purely just he's in the running apparently with a whole heap of other people. They mentioned Daniel Radcliffe as well again.
He's gonna get it. You watch. Daniel Radcliffe will be your Mark Spector.
You don't want that, Ray. You know how many jokes about Moon Knight and his magic wand you're going to be hearing for the next 5 years if Daniel Radcliffe gets that part?
Yeah.
Well, that just assumes that any part that Daniel Radcliffe gets, he's always going to be associated with Harry Potter.
Oh, and
the idea is
associate him with Harry Potter.
Well, you know what? People used to always associate Bill Bixby with My Favorite Martian until he played Dr. David Banner.
Yeah.
And then no one remembers because once you get associated with the Marvel property, that takes
Yeah,
forever.
but how many Harry Potter movies were there? I mean,
just a couple.
I know. I mean, I think he's going to be always, just like Robert Downey Jr. is going to be remembered Tony Stark till the day he dies and after.
Yeah, but how often do you remember him from any of those 80s films he did? Because he did a lot of 80s films. Yeah. It's not like you're going, oh, it's that guy from that Rodney Dangerfield film.
Hashtag before my time, Charlie.
I still remember him from Lesson Zero, so that's showing.
Well, exactly. The man actually had a whole career. No one's sitting there going, oh, it's that guy from Ally McBeal. That was his first big comeback before he relapsed. Yeah. He was great in that, by the way. Oh, he was so good in Ally McBeal. He was like the one, he was like Aiden in freaking Sex and the City, where you just knew that Carrie should have been with Aiden, Allie should have been with Robert Downey Jr., but then, things didn't work out. With Robert Downey Jr.'s case, it was that he did heroin again. Woke up in some person's house in Beverly Hills. Not like his, but actually like in some kid's room.
Oh yeah.
It was quite bad.
And now look, he's like the highest paid guy in Hollywood.
Yeah, because he got clean. Yeah. He doesn't. He doesn't drink the apple juice anymore. Although he's very, very into like essential oil kind of stuff. So like all these, they like say he's got like this whole apothecary he carries with him of all these like vitamin shots, and he just like I need the wheat because that's what obsessive personalities do. Is you usually replace one addiction with another. But he found an addiction that he could like just really get into, and it's completely like safe, Yeah. I mean, unless he gives himself vitamin natriosis, but I don't think there's any real risk of that.
Oh my lord! Australia shifted on its axis. Right.
I'm trying to get it on landscape, but it's not working.
From the land down under.
Sorry, Phil. Incidentally, I've been listening to a bit of a bit of Quantum Zone. I am going to have to try and impersonate Matt Toner at some stage. I'm just going to have to. Phil, I have to represent Australia on this one. So.
Okay. Oh yeah. When you're on your time off from the Boomerang Factory, as Matt Kona put it. All right. Well, yeah. Just remember. Just repeat after me.
Sparkly quantum tentacles.
Sparkly quantum tentacles.
There you go.
Visiting nursing homes with bad intentions.
What was that?
And I'm visiting nursing homes with bad intentions.
Busy nursing homes with bad intentions.
Oh my lord, I'm gonna have to tell him to listen to this.
So much fun. It is the ride.
Oh hey, does everyone want to talk some this week's comics?
Sure.
Yeah, haven't
Yes,
read much,
please.
but I'm willing to.
All right. Yeah, let's talk some comics.
Comics Corner.
Oh, jingle.
That's right.
Oh yeah, this is the flagship show, my friend. He's got all the bells.
This is
and
the
whistles.
big time. All right, what did anyone read? Oh, hey, did anyone read Hawkeye FreeFall #1?
Yes, I did.
With special
really
appearance
fucking
by the
good.
Falcon and Winter Soldier. I wonder why.
Oh, really?
They got a show coming out.
Yeah.
And so does Hawkeye.
Oh, yes, and Hawkeye, yes.
Yeah.
Did you like it?
Did I like it?
Yeah.
Yeah. Did anyone else read it?
There was one point I was thinking that you would like is like Hawkeye breaks up this whole thing that the Hood has going on, and the Hood escapes prosecution, but all his henchmen get sent away, and Hawkeye's like, so you had to do one of your evil, stupid plots and ruin all these guys' lives, and the Hood tells Hawkeye, he's like, well, you're the one who arrested us. It's like, you're the one who sent these guys to prison.
Yeah, I really like the interplay between Robbins and Hawkeye. I mean, also, so Hawkeye's dating Night Nurse now, and this is Linda Carter.
This is a new thing as far as I know. Yeah.
Is this a new Night Nurse, or is this the previously established? I know there's like 3 different Night Nurses.
I don't know. Yeah, I saw that. I was like, Linda Carter. I was like, wait, what?
Yeah. Okay. Well, they're actually. I actually do think there was a comic book character named Linda Carter, and she might have been like in a romance comic book called Linda Carter the Night Nurse.
Did she spin a lot?
She may be a contemporary of
spin?
Patsy. Yeah. No, this was like I said, the Shia would actually predate the TV Linda Carter. So if anything, Linda Carter's still the name for her.
Lucky.
Yes. But yeah, so that was interesting, I thought. And she's got the little Hulk was right, like oversized shirt. What's funny is like she says it's Clint's shirt, but it's clearly too big for Clint too. It's like clearly way oversized Hulk size.
Oh, you had
shirt. Like in case
they were in bed, you had to hide the fun bits, Charlie Esser.
Well, I understand why they do that.
But yeah,
no. So
Falcon and Winter Soldier show up because Ronin has returned, and they, of course, you're questioning Clint Barton.
Although, what's weird about that is literally like, really? Because we were wearing the same costume, you just assume it was me?
He even says, he's like, literally 3 other people have worn this costume, and I even love when Bucky's like, he's like, Barton's right. He's like, look at Ronin, he's in much better shape than Barton.
Yeah. But to be fair, he was, and that outfit really, it draws the eye, as Clint says. Yeah, it's interesting how they played out. I like when thing I do like is Robbins and Hawkeye in the limo.
Oh yeah,
and just and I like the cat and mouse thing, and I like Robbins saying, "You assume you're the cat in this scenario," which was cute. Yeah, and I'm looking forward to see where it goes. I love the fact that Parker Robbins is a character that no matter what they do to him, he's just one reboot away. He is like a fictional version of Winpool, where it just doesn't matter what happens to him. It's like, nope, I'm back. I got more power than ever. No explanation needed. I'm just here. I'm Parker Robbins. I have as much or as little power as the story requires. I am a living MacGuffin. He's great.
How would you guys rate?
You should change his name to MacGuffin.
How would you rate
it's fantastic.
This first issue of Rosenberg over, say, his X-Men run and the Punisher run? Is it? It sounds a lot lighter, but is it quite? Does it look good? I mean,
yeah, I mean, I liked it. Yeah, I'd say. I'm trying to remember the X-Men run.
Well, that's.
I want to say it's a slightly better than the Punisher, but again, it's like you said, different tones. The Punisher was a lot darker. And, yeah.
Yeah, this is a very light and fun. Honestly, this scene, to me, this seems like this might be a book that he's really enjoying writing.
I've heard that he's.
So maybe he doesn't like. Maybe he really wanted to write something that was kind of like a little kind of fun and maybe even a little bit Douglas Adamsy in its own right, because it is kind of, I mean, it's not quite Douglas Adams level of absurdism, but it does have that whole Kafka-esque, the system is corrupt by its nature, and we're just sort of wandering through it, and that nihilistic bent of, we're all just putting on masks and doing what we do. No one appointed us to do this. No one lets us do this. We just...
Oh no, it knocked him off.
Everybody's had a turn. It's fine.
Oh my lord, Lil just
he's gone. Did anybody else read Doctor Strange Surgeon Supreme #1?
I want to. Oh no, I missed it.
No, I did not.
It's really good.
I've heard it's good.
Yeah, so I'm trying to get back into the magical side of Marvel. So I figured I'd start here. And I like that he's got to balance something, because I feel like when it's just him doing his magic, it's just not, I don't know, engaging enough. And it's been death, and then, oh my God, what do you do when you're, and there's some invading forces? What are you going to choose? This person on the table or go save the universe,
And it's good. It's good when Lilith gives a thumbs up to a Marvel book.
Yeah.
Well, Doctor Strange especially.
Oh yeah, Doctor Strange.
Had you read Wade's earlier?
What's that?
Had you read Wade's earlier issues of Doctor Strange?
No, not at all. I haven't read a Doctor Strange book in forever.
Okay, because I'm just wondering because it sounds interesting what you're saying. He's really kind of changed it, because he didn't dwell on the surgeon thing at all in the previous issues, but they were really solid, I thought. I mean, I don't know about you, Phil. If you
I'd read them. Yeah, I liked them. Yeah, because he did bring the hands back towards the end of that last run. Yeah.
Yeah, but if this one's really good, man, I've got to go pick it up as well.
Must be again if Lilith. Oh, I know you probably haven't. You said you read it. That's what? What, Lilith?
Oh,
okay.
Cool.
The artwork that book.
Yeah, Doctor Strange has been really blessed with a lot of good writers and artists lately, ever since Jason Aaron's run. Yeah, exactly.
I was going to say he's more high profile, and
yeah, that's true.
All right, I know you said you didn't read much this week, Ray, but what have you been reading that you've really been enjoying?
I think it's a week. This one came out this week. It was Batman Superman issue 5. Was that this week?
No. I think, what was it? It might have been a few weeks ago. But yeah, you like that?
Oh yeah, I really enjoyed that actually. I thought that was really good. So this week, damn, I don't think I've read anything then.
It was before Christmas and stuff, I think. Yeah.
What came out then? Throw us some.
Last Sons of Krypton Last Sons of Krypton host. Action Comics 1018 came out this week.
Oh yeah, I read that as well.
Oh, did you? Did you like it? Yeah. I you know what? I was in the car a little bit ago getting dinner for everyone, and I was listening to you and Connor talk about. I heard you guys pooping on Crisis. But then I heard you talking about the whole Bendis thing about him revealing Superman's identity and stuff.
Yeah, I know. Connor will probably. I'm assuming he probably won't like that issue. I thought it was an interesting read as well. But again, like as I mentioned with the previous, I'm not that invested in this whole revealing his identity. And again, much of the issue was taken up talking about other people other than Superman.
Yeah.
it was the is it firefighter and then the Red Cloud or
yeah, they did like the origin of Red Cloud and stuff, and it's just it almost seems like Bendis wants to write everyone but Superman.
Yeah, and it's like,
yeah,
oh, this is a book about Superman. I mean,
he
tangentially.
I know he wants to write everyone but Superman, but he wants the Superman cachet.
Bendis.
Yeah, exactly.
But Lilith, did you read this issue? Lilith. All right, but no, it's like now it's like Leviathan's teamed up with Lex Luthor, and I know, all right, but they're like, oh, Leviathan's teamed up with Lex Luthor, like his two greatest enemies. It's like, really? They're pulling a Rogol Zar again? It's like, Leviathan,
what?
This guy who showed up this guy who showed up.
Why is Leviathan Superman's greatest villain?
Well, they're like, oh,
because it's
with
Bendis?
Lex Luthor now. His two greatest villains. Yeah, because it's Bendis. I'm like, really? This is one of Superman's greatest villains, the guy who showed up 5 minutes ago? He's pulling a Rogol Zar again.
Yeah.
You know, anybody just came up with this as greatest enemy.
He's gonna throw.
Should have gone with my idea, man.
I know Gus Gorman. I know Superman 3.
It would have been brilliant.
Should have went with mine. I wanted it to be Jimmy Olsen.
Well, yeah, at least have a history with
Redheads are evil. It makes more sense.
Redheads are evil. Lil loves them. But yeah, I know. And again, it's like, this guy Leviathan showed up 5 minutes ago, and it's like, oh, it's this guy who you have to give like a 10-minute explanation who Leviathan is, who Mark Shaw is, and it's just like, really, Superman's greatest enemy?
No.
Yeah. So.
And it's like, go ahead, Charlie.
Oh no, I wanted to switch topics. Speaking of revealed identities, and go to Daredevil. But if you have more to say about Superman, feel free.
No, we're good. Oh, why did you read the new Daredevil?
I got through as much of it as I could. It's I don't know, man.
He was feeling.
I don't even know how freaking Kingpin wound up in the hospital now. I mean, I missed an issue, and the whole I have to wear a mask with Elektra because she doesn't know who I am anymore. It's just like. And then
they saw that Batman thing, and they're like, you know what?
And then it's like,
don't say
Foggy Nelson with the client who knows Daredevil's secret identity, and he's like honor bound as his defense attorney to say if you know something that can help you, even though he knows it's. And I don't know. It just the whole thing just. It's like the current Hulk run. It's like it was great for a little while. And then it just got okay. Now you're just in your own head.
Yeah, I don't know.
And it's like whatever story you were gonna tell, you either already told it or you lost the thread. Because now it just seems like it's going off on the rails, and it's just it did not engage me. I will say that.
I've been enjoying it better. I just want to know what this whole thing keeping him out of costume is. If are they like. I don't know, rebuilding him as like a kind of gentler Daredevil or something.
Maybe they just want it. Maybe Chip just wants to really ground him. It's so influenced from the TV show as well. Maybe he just wants to. Yeah, I don't know. New costume on the way. I don't know.
Yeah, but I guess all I can say is if you're gonna relate it to the TV show, maybe you should realize that the TV show already told those stories. You kind of need to tell a new story.
I just wonder if they're like I don't want to say rebooting people, but it's just like right now Matt Murdock's running around without not in Daredevil costume. Steve Rogers is Steve Rogers and not Captain America right now.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Are they keeping people kind of in a holding pattern until they see where Disney goes with certain things or something? Yeah.
Maybe it's just a riff on comic book deaths. We can't keep on killing them and bringing them back. Why don't we just strip them of their costume?
Oh, yeah.
Back, later on, and so that kind of thing to get the consumer kind of wanting it. I don't know.
Yeah, but then again, that gets to like the whole lost my train of thought. No, but that gets to the whole problem. That gets to the whole Hawkeye problem of just changing costumes all the time. It acting like it reinvents the character.
Yeah.
It doesn't reinvent the character just because you change the costume.
No, certainly
not. I mean, I like what they did where they had him say, "Oh yeah, I actually just am bad at my job. That's why that guy died. I'm not good at being a superhero anymore." But then going back to being a superhero just is like, so what was the lesson learned?
Well, I think we were talking about that online the one day, Ray. It's like, they're coming out with that new Spider-Woman book, and it's like now she's gonna have like a new costume that's more like Spider-Man-esque, and it's just like, I don't need you to keep reinventing the costume. It's like, just bring in someone to tell a good story.
True. I mean, it is fun.
Well, and
it is fun to see new designs and stuff. But like, I'm very old school as well. I do like the classic costumes. Although with Spider-Woman, I did like a leather kind of motorcycle.
They just did a new costume just a few years ago, and it's now they're going to do it.
Yeah,
that's what I said. And that's what I said. It almost feels like sexist because it's like, oh, the female hero has to have a new costume every new time, every time she gets rebooted or whatever.
Well, to be fair, there was a while where Jessica Drew had no costume.
True.
And was just Jessica Drew girl detective, and gee, I wonder where Bendis got that idea from.
Yeah. It was,
because literally she did just wear like a jean jacket and blue jeans, and she was a detective with dark hair, running. So
well, supposedly that's the thing. I think that original Alias series, where Jessica Jones premiered.
Yeah,
he wanted to use Jessica Drew, and I guess for some reason Marvel told him no, so he invented a brand new character.
Oh, okay, so that explains it then. Yeah,
quote unquote. Quote unquote.
I mean, Jessica. I mean,
yeah. Well, I mean, it's definitely a different character.
Yeah.
Or well, probably they didn't want to have him do with Jessica Drew.
Bendis all over it.
Yeah, Bendis all over it.
Because not for nothing, Jessica Drew had already gone through that kind of stuff.
Again, our trademark saying they don't want him to rub his Bendis all over it.
Bendis.
Who coined that term, Phil?
I think that was me, wasn't it? I don't know.
That sounds like
something Charlie would say.
It's the copyright of Capes and Lunatics Inc.
Yeah, I relinquish everything I say.
We're out
fully to
Philip and I have it on tape, legally binding.
Sorry.
Any word I say is the legal property of Master Doom.
No, maybe not Rob.
Well, you're still a subsidiary of Master Doom.
All right, here's a tangential book to Superman. Ray, which you should be reading. Lilith, Lois Lane 7.
It's the best thing in the Superman universe at this point, unfortunately.
Okay.
Yes.
Written by Rucka.
I think he's over his lady issues, honestly.
Okay.
Because when he was writing Wonder Woman, I didn't care about Rucka. Yeah. But with Lois Lane, he just has a better grasp on her. I don't know.
Maybe he just needed something more grounded.
I mean, take away Wonder Woman's powers and she's literally the most grounded in all of the Justice League. But okay. Okay.
And don't take away her powers. People get very mad.
Oh, you can take away her powers. Just don't put her in a white ninja suit. Okay? That's enough of that. No katana.
Oh,
you would.
I thought the white
you would, Charlie.
You like Superman 3.
I like Sharon Carter in a white jumpsuit.
I'm sure.
Why would
everybody likes Sharon Carter in a white jumpsuit? White jumpsuits are great. Okay? It's just not what I want from my Wonder
I think like Wonder Woman in a black jumpsuit, Wonder Woman in a white jumpsuit, it works for me. It doesn't bother me. I don't need to see a freaking eagle on your bustier to know you're a superhero. Put her in a purple dress. Philip, I don't even know where you're going with this. I'm talking about utilitarian fashion.
Okay, I'm sorry.
A speed suit, like Dr. Venture would say. It's the clothing of the future.
Nice Venture Brothers reference.
In the future, I mean, if science fiction taught us everything, in the future we all wear the same outfit, right?
Well, color coded by your rank and station, yeah.
Star Trek. No, it's just like any science fiction.
So fascist.
Yeah.
Well, to be fair, most like science fiction takes place on a ship, which is usually some kind of merchant or other marine. So it's like, yeah, they have uniforms. It's like if the first time you met humans, they were from the United States. It was like for some reason all humans dress very, very similarly. It's like, no, we're all wearing uniforms.
And that's why Firefly should be your #1 sci-fi show, to avoid that trope. There. What's up, Browncoats? I know y'all haven't had no content in forever, so that's for you guys.
Yes, if you would like a show about space hobos, there you go.
If you would like a show about a ship full of everybody Han Solo, that is the show.
Again, space hobos. Just because his name is Han Solo doesn't mean he's not a space hobo.
He was a space grifter.
All right, Lilith, I don't think you threw out any books. What are you reading, though?
So you know me, I'm on the, kind of not the big two. So I'm going to IDW some love with 2 books. One is if you like Constantine. It's called I Can Sell You a Body. If you like The Mentalist too, this might be for you. It's about a disgraced psychic who now can, if you die, can put you in a living body. It's just all kinds of ethically wrong, and I'm here for it. Kind of, sort of, yeah.
No, wait, does the body have to be alive?
No, I thought you said...
Oh, so he takes someone out of a body and puts you into it. What happens to the person that was in that body?
Well, it's a dead body, isn't it?
Yep.
Is it the
living? We'll find out eventually. We haven't really nailed down the particulars. So I feel like this is a case of all that they're going to catch up with him eventually. So
that was my favorite episode of Angel, by the way, where he has to fight the necromancer, and that was great. That was when he first takes over Wolfram and Hart.
Oh yeah,
yeah. It's like you're a vampire, and I'm a necromancer. Why are you coming to fight me?
True Blood also did arc on that as well.
I'm sure I don't think Angel was the first. I just really liked their take on it. Angel, I really loved Angel the Wolfram and Hart years. It was really, to me, that's where that series hit its stride.
Yeah, too bad they canceled it.
Yeah.
Well,
all good things just come to an end.
Not blind with his egomaniaism, okay? We'll document it. We'll document it. Don't look at me like that. And also
not
for DuckTales fans, Fairs and Scares #1. It's very vintage. Yeah, it's a DuckTales. Yeah, you know, like that like Scrooge McDuck kind of era. That's where they're pulling from it.
Well, yeah. But I mean, is it an original Bark story, or is it like just in that style?
Just the vibe, yeah.
Okay, well, that's cool too.
And they've got enough Launchpad for my little Launchpad heart, so I'm all about Launchpad. So when they remember Launchpad,
I just say you can never have enough Launchpad. I want to know how Launchpad and Baloo don't have a crossover. I want Launchpad and Baloo in a series, because then it's like Baloo has to be like the straight-laced one, like the professional pilot, and he's like, Launchpad, and that's just wacky. Just seeing Launchpad, just you can imagine.
Oh my God, how have they not been?
I mean, it's coming. It's coming. You know. But the more shocking thing is Tailspin isn't on Disney Plus. So They're planning something.
Oh, did you hear that? I guess they're starting to add those Fox movies to Disney Plus. I guess did they say the Fantastic Four from those two from the mid 2000s are on there?
Yeah, the good ones. They're not bad ones.
Well, yeah, any Fantastic Four that's not 2015. Yeah,
it's the better two of the three that were released.
Yeah,
the best.
Agreed.
Wait, three? Don't you mean four?
The best is still the unreleased.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Was that Roger Corman?
Roger Corman. That was the name I was trying to remember.
Yeah, that was last week or something. Yeah.
Yeah, last week. Yeah, Roger Corman.
Have you guys watched the Fantastic Four animated show? I think the Fantastic.
Which one? But yes,
the second.
Yes, and which one?
Yeah, it's
well, which second one?
The World's Greatest Heroes one. That one. It's like almost a manga-esque. It's really good. Yeah.
Oh yeah. It's there. Honestly, I really think the Fantastic Four has always had pretty good cartoon interpretations, even the ones with Herbie, the little robot guy. He's got the square head with the two eyes.
And your son says, "What's that? What's that?"
Okay, but you see Herbie in the comic books all the time. Anyway.
No, he's not talking to himself.
Yeah. But the thing about Herbie is he's a very fascinating concept because he is at once an R2-D2 pastiche, but also a Vincent pastiche because, of course, of the Black Hole, which is a great movie that Disney made to be their space opera entry that they never followed up on, but that is amazing and has been getting so much ink lately.
Wow.
They put it on Disney Plus, and it's starting to build its following. The Black Hole is coming. The Black Hole is coming. Mark my words, the Black Hole is coming.
Should I be cheering? I'm not too sure. It just sounds pretty ominous.
Here's what I tell you: just go watch the Black Hole on Disney Plus if you have it.
Yeah, I got it.
It is a good film.
Okay.
If you like a epic space opera that is loosely based on The Tempest, then you might if you like Forbidden Planet, you will love the Black Hole.
Mark my words.
Mark Luca's words. Even Luca agrees with me.
I haven't seen it yet.
He should. You guys have Disney Plus.
Yeah.
I think we've
you might like it.
Maybe we'll give it a try this weekend.
Don't die.
Yeah, we lost Lois.
Yeah.
I don't know what.
There's a black hole there. I see a black hole there.
Yeah,
she got knocked off.
Yeah.
Black hole of Florida. I mean, you're on Lunatics duty, man.
I'm trying to. Oh, Charlie, I'm sure you didn't read X-Men #4.
No, I was debating it.
There's basically a big summit of world leaders, and basically Charles Xavier, Magneto, and Apocalypse show up, and they're basically yeah, you guys have been coming at us, and there's one guy there. He's the one who sent the troops that kill Xavier in the X-Force, and they're just yeah, no, we're going to start using your own techniques against you. They're even Magneto's back in the day, I would have grabbed your nuclear arsenals and attacked you with them. He's no, we're not going to do that anymore. We're going to hit you with economics and all the techniques you use to keep the majority of the population of the world poor and keep yourselves in power. They're nah. They're eventually you guys are going to come begging to us because you 1%ers, mutants are going to be the 1%, in a couple years.
That's something that the way they were heading with. I've been on and off these X titles just because there've been so many of them.
There's so many. I know. I've been sticking with X-Men and X-Force, but there's so many.
I feel like if you really want, you have to just solely focus on all the X titles if you want to really get into it. But that sounds pretty much like the way that they were going, right? Going on Island of Krakoa and all that. So
I don't know. I mean, I'm sort of enjoying this new X-Men stuff, but it's I thought they were going to use this to make the X-Men a big presence now in the MCU again, in the Marvel again, but it just seems to be segregating them almost. It's The only
It's
time
still
you
very
hear
much-
mention of them outside their own books, it's like, the rest of Marvel's like, oh, those wacky mutants are doing something on their island, and that's it.
Has X-Men Fantastic Four come out yet?
No, next month.
No. Oh, okay. Because that might bring them in a bit more.
Yeah.
And if nothing else, maybe they're waiting for that kind of a crossover. But
Or they're waiting for me.
honestly, Fantastic Four tends to be off in its own world lately. Although that's kind of a weird thing for me this week.
Yeah.
It really feels like everyone's kind of off in their own corners. Where almost like Thor doesn't even feel in any way continuity.
One, yeah.
Yeah, Thor #1 seems very out of continuity. And of course, Tarot is definitely out of continuity.
Oh, the Defender. That's an Avengers Defenders thing. Yeah. I mean,
it's basically a Puppet Master story, but with Diablo.
Yeah.
It seems a very on its own sort of mini. Yeah.
It looks like it's set in the past, but I mean, I don't know if it's continuity or not. Yeah.
No, well, but they might retroactively make it continuity, but I guess to me it was just such a the idea that it's magic ink instead of magic clay, and I'm going to take over the Defenders and the Avengers to humiliate them, because that's my grand plan.
Well, no, I think he wants to control the superheroes. He can rule the world. But it's just an excuse.
Does he really want to rule the world?
It's just an excuse. Well, some of these maniacs do, but no, I think it's just an excuse to get an Avengers Defenders fight. That's all it is.
Yeah. It's
honestly, that's the thing. It's like
it's gonna disappear.
It's like Diablo's first appearance. He creates these great alchemical things that turn deserts into farmland, and then they turn back, and because they're not that good, and it's like, what was really your end game and all of it? And it seems like it was really all just a con. He's just trying to get money out of the deal.
I mean, I don't know why Diablo has all thing wacky plots. I mean, he's an alchemist. Can you create gold and stuff? It's just just create gold.
The thing is, you can do it, but you can only do it it only works so long. That's the thing about that's the thing about alchemy, and they even touched on this once with where Reed and in one Reed Diablo fight several years back, where Reed basically realizes, oh wait, the second your alchemy hits reality supersedes it and it knocks its power out, and that's why all of your spells never last for very long. Because you can change reality locally for a period of time, but then reality just sort of says nope. Because it's not real magic, it's alchemical magic, and it's trying to split the difference, and it can do a lot for a short period of time, but not for a prolonged period of time.
I'm guarding.
He's not good at his job.
No, he's very good at his job. It's just that his job is that he's an alchemist. And alchemists just aren't very good. A person who transmutes one object to another object.
Like shapeshifting?
Or shape-shifting for objects.
Okay.
It's like turning the ottoman into gold.
Or turning a bunny into a werewolf?
Yes, very similar to turning a bunny into a werewolf.
Love the comparison. Yeah.
I don't think they can pick you up on the.
I heard bunny in the werewolf. I heard it.
Yeah. Oh yeah. But anyway, that's Tristan for you.
Yeah.
But but no, that was my thing with Terror. I mean, it was an interesting concept, and there's definitely some kind of alternate reality is going on because you have what if Captain America has secret Hulk powers?
Yeah.
Which, if they'd use gamma rays instead of Vita rays, maybe that's a thing that could happen.
Yeah, that confused me. Yeah, Namor had some kind of he suddenly remembered a battle from World War II where Steve Rogers hulked out in the middle of the fight or something. It was okay.
Yeah. Well, I mean, honestly, it is a theoretical possibility. It's something they've sort of established previously with the basic origins, especially how they've reworked the Hulk's origin in recent years to say, super soldier. They basically want to get that Ultimates Hulk origin which was basically the movie Hulk origin. Really, it's the Ang Lee Hulk origin. They're trying to take that Ang Lee TV Hulk origin and because they can't blow up gamma bombs anymore. It's a poor argument for how the Hulk gets created.
Well, they try to tie everything together. I swear, these days everything was either an attempt at super soldier serum or Weapon X.
Yeah, I don't know. They're going they're doing a whole new Weapon Plus thing where they've got manslaughter, the man thing, super soldier.
Oh, jeez.
I'm fine with it in its own concept, but it's like, okay, moving right along.
Lilith is gone. All right.
Here though, right?
I haven't seen a message. Did she pass out?
I know the other Hugh's here, so I see.
I don't know. Should we close this out? Because I don't. Oh, there she is.
Oh, there she is. Just in time to go away.
If it works. Damn Florida.
If it works.
Damn Florida Wi-Fi. The Gators must have got to it.
Yeah.
The Gators got her.
No, probably the armadillos, to be honest.
Don't you laugh. Don't you laugh with your kangaroos, Ray.
So many. So many.
Well, you see a lot of armadillos, really?
Yeah.
Yeah, I would not have thought. I always thought they were a desert animal. I would not have seen them in the tropics. So.
Yep, they're here. They might have been an invasive species, but they're.
I gotta say this: it's not funny, but it was just weird to listen to the news reports saying about the fires on Kangaroo Island today.
Yeah.
And it's like, at what level there's a Kangaroo Island off the coast of Australia apparently, and now I'm actually very worried about those poor kangaroos. And
don't worry about those kangaroos. Kangaroos are vicious and they'll snap your neck if they get a chance.
I mean,
I know they are, but it was just weird that there is a Kangaroo Island in Australia because that sounds like something made up.
They have their own governor. It's run by kangaroos. It's
kangaroo court, if you will.
No, but actually, my partner.
Every entire kangaroo judiciary.
No, my partner Eve, she actually went there one time. It's it's kind of like a touristy thing as well. Small island, some locals on there. But to hear, it's been on fire as well. It's terrible. I mean, the bushfires here have been absolutely.
I know it's
horrendous. It's crazy.
Yeah.
But don't want to dwell on that.
It's hoping for rain.
It's like California here. It's like every summer, California just like catches on fire now.
Yeah. I've seen that as well. That's
well, that's setting all the poor stuff on fire so that they can rebuild for the rich people. Whatever.
Clear land, yeah, good real estate,
yeah. No.
Oh yeah, California, where Hollywood's at.
Hollywood. Oh man,
well,
I gotta tell you, it was the weirdest thing for me the other day. Is like one of the British judges on the Great British Bake Off. His last name is Hollywood, and at first I thought it was the rock star looking guy. And my wife, no, the gray haired guy.
Yeah,
His name is John Hollywood. And there's Hollywood actually would just be a normal name if it wasn't that there was a city in America called Hollywood.
Oh my lord, you watch baking shows? I'm gonna have to give you a show with my wife. Oh my lord.
My wife loves baking.
I said it's fine.
And my son Tristan loves baking shows.
Don't go this and British Bake Off. It is good.
I know it's actually a really fun show.
Yeah.
Although, man, they did the bread show, and 90% of those breads were cakes. I'm just going to say it. Those breads were cakes. They were not breads.
Danielle was watching one the other day. It was like kids, and they were like trying to make like, I don't know, like if they're cakes or pies or something. They were trying to make them look like volcanoes, with like.
Well, I don't know about the British kids shows, but the American kids shows, those kids are like super advanced. Like, I'm trying to do a truffle flambe, but it's like I can't get the deglazing right. And it's like
what?
I don't even know what you're talking about.
I think the one girl was having a problem. She's like, the lava won't stick because of the glaze, and I was like, oh, why? All right. Before we get out of here, Lilith, did you have anything else you wanted to talk about? Lilith, put the alcohol down.
Oh. If everyone had a lightsaber, what color would it be?
Oh, everyone's preference? Or are you saying it?
Yes. What's your preference for a lightsaber?
Okay, Mace Windu.
Philip.
Purple.
Probably
purple.
Probably blue, but I think red looks like more badass.
Well, it is the dark side lightsaber, so yeah. Lilith, do you have a lightsaber preference?
I don't know if she's there. Lilith?
The armadillos.
Armadillos carried her away. She's the queen of the armadillos.
The
now.
armadillos
she's been carried underground. She's queen of the armadillos now.
I'm going to go with Paisley.
Paisley?
Paisley lightsaber, man.
What was that?
What's Paisley?
Yeah.
Oh, it's a pattern that's like got all these little.
Is that the
swirls.
Oh, is he gonna go with like rainbow one, so every color's in there and stuff?
No, you guys don't know what Paisley is. Okay, so you ever see? It's like got like, it's like little. They look like little amoebas. Like they'll be like little purple amoebas on a blue background,
Okay.
and they're like swirling.
That's not a color.
No,
Purple.
it's a pattern. But Paisley. Purple.
Oh,
there we go.
okay.
Yeah, two purples of Paisley. And Phil will go to the dark side just to be.
That's
cool.
right.
Worry
So there we go.
Probably blue, but
Are you having purple too, Lilith? Yeah.
Everyone likes. Yeah.
Yeah.
I want one of those double-sided ones. I'll have one red, one blue.
Yeah, the yellow. I use the yellow thing.
Actually, Tristan says he'd like a dark saber, but he actually would probably use a yellow saber. Although, actually, I'm kind of inclined. I want to go with a dark saber, man. A solid Mandalorian dark saber.
Nice.
Although, as Tristan
It all makes sense.
Count Dooku had a curved saber, which is like he had the only curved saber until the dark sabers showed up. So there's something interesting going on with all that.
Like a yellow.
Hello.
I did a quiz and I'm yellow.
I understood that reference.
Oh yes, so Tristan in his lightsaber quiz was defined as being a yellow lightsaber wielder.
Mellow yellow.
All right. Call it, mellow yellow.
All right.
Drink Mountain Dew like real people.
Oh. You know Charlie loves those those Michigan knockoffs. Come on.
First off, yeah, Moon Mist, not Mountain
They
Dew.
don't have moonshine.
Moon Mist.
It's Moon Mist.
No, it's called Moon Mist. They don't.
Exactly.
Moon Mist, and you have multiple flavors of Moon Mist too. So actually, Ruby Red Moon Mist is the best. But you know,
Is that like Ruby
I
Red
got that
Squirt?
Ruby Red. Yeah,
Red what? Ruby red
Okay.
squirt.
Moon Mist. But it's so it's a grapefruit soda, but with extra caffeine.
Ooh. Okay, now you got my attention.
If you ever go to Michigan, man, that is the soda pop capital of the world, man. You'll get the best soda pops in the world in Michigan.
Are you in Michigan?
Is the Fago factory still
I'm
there?
from Michigan.
He's from there. He's now in New Jersey.
I'm in New Jersey now, where we just have the regular sodas like everybody else.
Sorry, Liz. What was that you said?
This game actually do have different colors, like dark sabers, like a red dark saber.
Okay.
Also, there's also a magenta.
Oh, a magenta. Okay.
And an orange.
Good to know, Tristan. Thank you. Okay.
All right, are we done?
Yes, let's do it.
Gonna be fun. You're in charge, Philip. We're done when you say we're
All
done.
right. Enjoying having Ray here. Speaking of special guest, Ray from It's the Night A Moon Knight podcast. Where can people find you and all things Moon Knight?
Oh, awesome. Yeah, definitely. Just check for us on Twitter at ITK Moon Knight or Facebook, facebook.com/ITK Moon Knight, or our email, itkmoonnight@gmail.com.
Oh, and I'm finally catching up on my podcast. So I was listening to your last episode of ITK today. Thank you for the shout outs. I am a proud
Yeah, no
Looney.
worries. Yeah.
And I can't wait to be on another serial and did Lil in her script.
Yeah, I've sent it off to Lilith.
Nice.
Charlie, you are more than welcome to be part of the universe. We do need a professor in there, so.
Oh no!
I'm happy to be anything you need me to
Need
be.
a fake professor?
Give me a date and a time and a script, and I'm there.
Awesome. Okay.
No questions asked.
He'll send you the script, and you're gonna record it and send.
I will do tasteful nudity.
It's awesome.
I'll do untasteful nudity as well if you ask. But, the tasteful's for free.
You're not a serious actor like Lil Hellfire.
I want to be a serious actor.
You can be serious without your pants on.
Oh, there's my drop. Oh my lord.
That's Wayne's World all day.
That's all right. That's all right. All right. Speaking of Miss Lil Hellfire, where can people find you?
If you nerds want to hang out with me on the internet, I don't know why, but if you want to, at Lil Hellfire on Twitter, and of course at Lil Hellfire69 on Instagram.
Gobble gobble.
I'm gonna strangle you, Philip.
Come up here and do it. All right, Charlie Esser.
Well, if you'd like to write to me in an old-fashioned email where there are miles and miles once, then do so at superconnectivityblog@gmail.com. That's superconnectivityblog, all one word, at gmail.com. Of course, follow me on the Twitters. I live tweet things when they're on, and I feel like it, at Charlie Esser. That's CharlieEsser. Look for the two E's in the middle.
For quality.
Bing. Oh, I forgot to do the show social media. Send us your thoughts, because like Ray, when he sends us feedback for Quantum Zone, email us, capesandlunatics@gmail.com. Call the voicemail 614-382-2737. That's 614-38-CAPES. And follow us on all of our social medias. Find everything all in one place, even links to our YouTube merchandise at Linktree. That's linktr.ee/capesandlunatics. And support the sponsors, Tweaked Audio, Pod Life the book, given a high recommendation by Mr. Ray himself.
Yeah, that's brilliant. It's good. Really fun to read.
That's right. See? Yeah, see? Did I say Hunt the Killer, Tweaked Audio, Pod Life the book, and check the show notes for the Amazon link for Southgate Media Group. When you do your Amazon shopping, it sends a few shekels to Master Doom so he can put these fine products up, or give me to put these fine products up. All right,
Ray, where can we find you?
We already did. Oh. He did it. You were busy flapping your gums, Charlie Esser. Yeah.
Okay, yeah, never mind. I thought we missed him.
Oh no, he was first.
Charlie.
I don't mind me. I don't pay attention if I'm not talking.
Another drop, Lilith. On that note, all right. Thank you, everyone, for joining us, especially Ray from Into the Night and Midnight podcast.
On that note,
but for another week, we have been the Capes
and
Lunatics! Come on!
And our high priest of Khonshu.
Yes.
All right.
So we gotta assign these things when we have more than 3 people. So, okay, you're on the Zod. You're on the
Ray from the House of Zod.
I'm Ray from the.
So yeah, hey Lil, Ray said he's gonna send. He always sends feedback to Quantum Zone. He said he's gonna send something for Spider-Cast. So
yeah. So
prepare yourself for the invasion from Australia, people.
It's no spiders.